talking about inserts, you spoke about, there's just so much debate regarding going to podiatrists and getting these inserts and insoles, and when does that become applicable? I've run 11 Comrades marathons. That's this ultra marathon in South Africa, over 40,000 kilometers on the road. Unfortunately, when I started at medical school, I had a very supportive shoe, Nike Structure Triax. I haven't had any injuries in over 28 years, but I can't run with anything else. I need the support as much of the exercise I've done. But, it just seems like it's difficult, this insoles, and there's some people that do well, there's some people that don't. What's your overall perspective with, insoles for daily use and insoles for activity?
Well, it's not a great answer, but it's so if you need that, then for sure wear it. But if you don't. I mean, I have plenty of people that come to me that have worn orthotics their whole life, and they have good alignment. They have, a foot that's well aligned, and they don't necessarily need that. So I wean them off of that, because I think that they're going to see some problems in the future if we don't kind of wean them off, and they can wear them at sometimes, but not all the time. So, using that judiciously, I think, is important, because I think there is good data that shows that, some people need orthotics to keep them in the right position. Some people need structured shoes to kind of control that motion. But if you have good biomechanics and good alignment, then you should try to move away from that and allow your foot to move the way that it should. I think keeping moving and keeping running. I've run 10 marathons. I've done, a lot of races, and it's only in the last few months that I started to have some foot pain to where I couldn't run for a few months, which is another struggle, right? There's the mental health thing. If you can't run for a runner, right, there's all that going on. But keeping moving, make sure that you continue to do that. And orthotics are something that, if you're a runner and you're running in orthotics well, maybe you start mow the lawn in shoes that are a little less supportive, to try to get your foot a little more strong. But keep wearing the orthotics when you need to. And, it's really, every patient has a different foot type, a different body type, a different amount of activity. And so you kind of have to customize it for people. But in general, orthotics can be used to help problems, but they don't necessarily need to be used lifelong. Once you're in orthotic, doesn't mean you have to be in that lifelong. Maybe it treats a condition for a while that then you can wean yourself back off of. I wore orthotics as a kid, went to a podiatrist, got some orthotics, and used them for a while until I broke them, and then I never wore them again, and I was fine without them.